Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Canto 6, Part 1, Chapter 3, entitled Yamraj Instructs Its Messengers. And today's verse 19. Dharmam tuhu saksad bhagavat pranitam navehe vidur rashyo napihi devaha nasiddhaha mukhayaha asuraha manushyaha kutoh nuhu vidyayaha dharaha charanandayaha. Translation. Real religious principles are enacted by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, although fully situated in the mode of goodness. Even the great rishi who occupy the topmost planets cannot ascertain the real religious principles, nor can the demigods or the leaders of Siddhaloka, to say nothing of the asuras, ordinary human beings, Vidha, Dharasa, and Charanas. Purport. When challenged by the Vishnudutas to describe the principles of religion, the Yamdutas said, Vedaha pranahitoho dharmaha. The religious principles are the principles enacted in the Vedic literature. They did not know, however, that the Vedic literature contain ritualistic ceremonies that are not transcendental but are meant to keep peace and order among materialistic persons in the material world. Real religion is principle are Nishtaha Ragunayaha, above the three modes of material nature or transcendental. The Yamadutas did not know these transcendental religious principles, and therefore, when prevented from arresting Azamil, they were surprised. Materialistic persons who attach all their faith to the Vedic rituals are described in Bhagavad Gita 242, wherein Krishna says, Vedaha Vadaha Rataha Parthaha Naniyad Astihi Vadinaha. The supposed followers of the Vedas say that there is nothing beyond the Vedic ceremonies. Indeed, there is a group of men in India who are very fond of the Vedic rituals, not understanding the meaning of the rituals, which are intended to elevate one gradually to the transcendental platform of knowledge. Krishnaha Vedaha Chaha Sarver Aham Evaha Vedaha. Those who do not know this principle but who simply attach their faith to the Vedic rituals are called Vedaha Vad Rataha. Herein it is stated that the real religious principle is that which is given by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The principle is stated in Bhagavad Gita, Sarvadharman Paritaje Mam Ekam Saranam Vrajaha. One should give up all other duties and surrender onto the lotus feet of Krishna. That is the real religious principle everyone should follow. Even though one follow Vedic scriptures, one may not know this transcendental principle, for it is not known to everyone. To say nothing of human beings, even the demigods in the upper planetary system are unaware of it. This transcendental religious principle must be understood from the Supreme Personality of Godhead directly or from his special representative, as stated in the next verse. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Now the daily quote from Srila Prabhupada. June 19th. If there is lack of obedience, then there cannot be discipline. And without discipline, we cannot manage a huge world organization. Los Angeles, June 19th, 1972. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Gaur Paramaham. Ashtakam ki jai, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol. Cheto Darpan Marjanam, Bhav Mahadavagini Nirvapanam, Sriha Kirva Chandrika Vitranam, Vidyavadhu Jivanam, Anandam Buddhivardhanam, Pratipadam Purnamrada Swadanam, Sarvatma Sarpanam Paramuvijayate, Sri Krishna Sankirtanam, Nam Namakari Bahuda Nija Sar Saktis, Tatra Pita Niyamite Smranena Kalaha, Itadresi Tav Kirpa Bhagwan Mamapi, Durdevan Idarsan Iha Jani Nanuraga, Trinadapi Sunichena, Tarorapi Sahisuna, Amani Namani Dena, Kirtaniya Sada Hari, Na Dhanam Na Janam Na Sundarim, Kavitam Va Jagatis Kame, Mam Janmani Janmanishware, Bhavatad Bhaktir Ahetu Kitavi, Ainanda Tanuja Kinkaram, Patitama Visme Bhavam Buddho, Kirpyata Vipad Pankaja, Stila Duli Sadarsam Vichintaya, Nayanam Galada Suradharaya, Vandanam Gadgada Rudraya Gira, Pulkir Nichitam Vapu Kada, Tave Naam Grahane Bhavishyati, Yugayitam Nimeshena, Chakshusha Pravarsayitam, Sunyayitam Jagat Sarvam, Govinda Virane Me, Asila Seva Padamratam Pinastumam, Adarsenan Maram Hatam Karotu Va, Yatha Tatha Va Vidhatulam Pato, Mate Pranena Thastu Seve Varaha, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Translation. Glory to the Sri Krishna Sankirtan, which cleanses the heart of all the dust accumulated for years and extinguishes the fire of conditional life of repeated birth and death. This Sankirtan movement is the prime benediction for humanity at large because it spreads the rays of the benediction moon. It is the life of all transcendental knowledge. It increases the ocean of transcendental bliss and it enables us to fully taste the nectar for which we are always anxious. O my Lord, your holy name alone can render all benediction to living beings, and thus you have hundreds and millions of names like Krishna and Govinda. In these transcendental names, you have invested all your transcendental energies. There are not even hard and fast rules for chanting these names. O my Lord, out of kindness, you enable us to easily approach you by your holy names. But I am so unfortunate that I have no attraction for them. One should chant the holy name of the Lord in a humble state of mind, thinking oneself lower than the straw in the street. One should be more tolerant than a tree, devoid of all sense of false prestige, and should be ready to offer respect to others. In such a state of mind, one can chant the holy name of the Lord constantly. O Almighty Lord, I have no desire to accumulate wealth, nor do I desire beautiful women, nor do I want any number of followers. I only want your causeless devotional service birth after birth. O son of Maharaj Nanda Krishna, I am your eternal servitor. Yet somehow or other I have fallen into the ocean of birth and death. Please pick me up from this ocean of death and place me as one of the atoms at your lotus feet. O my Lord, when will my eyes be decorated with tears of love flowing constantly when I chant your holy name? When will my voice choke up and when will the hairs of my body stand on end at the recitation of your name? O Govinda, feeling your separation, I am considering a moment to be like 12 years or more. Tears are flowing from my eyes like torrents of rain, and I am feeling all vacant in the I know no one but Krishna as my Lord, and he shall remain so, even if he handles me roughly by his embrace or makes me broken hearted by not being present before me. He is completely free to do anything and everything, for he is always my worshipful Lord unconditionally. Sri Sri Shikshashtakam ki jai, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gaura Premanande. The 10 offenses against the chanting of the holy name are as follows. 1. To blaspheme the devotees who have dedicated their lives for propagating the holy name of the Lord. 2. To consider the names of demigods like Lord Shiva or Lord Brahma to be equal to or independent of the name of the Lord Vishnu. 3. To disobey the orders of the spiritual master. 4. To blaspheme the Vedic literature or literature in pursuance to the Vedic version. 5. To consider the glories of chanting Hare Krishna to be imagination. 6. To give some mundane interpretations on the holy name of the Lord. 7. To commit sinful activities on the strength of chanting the holy name of the Lord. 8. To consider the chanting of Hare Krishna as one of the auspicious ritualistic activities which are offered in Vedas as fruitive activities, karm kand. 9. To instruct a faithless person about the glories of the holy name. 10. Do not have complete faith in the chanting of the holy name and to maintain material attachments even after understanding so many instructions on this matter. It is also an offense to be inattentive while chanting. Every devotee who claims to be Vaishnava must carefully guard against these 10 offenses in order to quickly achieve the desired success, which is Krishna Prem. Let us offer our humble obeisances to all the Vaishnava devotees of the Lord, who are just like desire trees who can fulfill all desires and are full of compassion for the fallen, conditioned souls. Vanchakalpaturubhasya कृपा सिंधु एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णव्यो नमो नमः आरती की जय श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि बोल. Now we'll have japa period.